Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the wideout goes in motion. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Testing the right side here. Hits into space at the 50. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First and 10 now for the offense. They're going to run it here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it second and medium. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Seminoles looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To the air. It's Uiagalelei. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it with a running back. Can he make the first down? They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
And that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Holmes. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here comes a handoff. And they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Seminoles looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
This defense is hanging tough, and they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And we're able to get him down.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run the option. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. We come out in a playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying on their run fix, holding their own with the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to throw. It's Arnold. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Crucial third down play right here. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Finding space at the 20. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. 1st and goal now. A chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Send the back in motion. caught behind the line. It's Holmes. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Boy, the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do right from the time he got the snap. The receiver is able to create some separation almost immediately on that corner route.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Looking for a gap. It's Lucas. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Noles are in the red zone. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. And the defense get a stop here. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The Seminoles come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Dropping back, it's Arnold. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Always looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this deep to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Sooners offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. As a design quarterback keeper. Gets the first and still running. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Grab behind the line, it's Williams. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looking to pass, it's Arnold. He's moving out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Ball handed off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. On the run, it's Lucas. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44. And the Seminoles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Takes the toss and heads left. Oh, look at the quick cut. Breaks the tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. To throw, it's Arnold. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Receiver makes the grab. And that'll pick up a 1st down out of the 37.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
We'll give it to the running back. Fighting him off. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Nice grab. It's Burks. And the ball to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And the Salts were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that is no good. And the lead stays at 3 after the miss. Offense is back on the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Fires it to the wideout, and it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Looking to throw yet again. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Drops back, looking for a 4th down conversion. Quick throw to his receiver. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. And now the handoff. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to throw. It's Arnold. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Again, nothing on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. And they're able to get him down. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
I don't mind the call there running the football to try to get that into the end zone. They come up short. Now we got a critical moment here in the 4th quarter. It's 4th and goal. A touchdown gives you the lead. Field goal really doesn't help you. They've got to find a way to get the ball into the end zone.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that ties the game. We could be headed for overtime. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You've got some work to do just to get into field goal range. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And they heave it deep downfield. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups. and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Dropping back into Uiagalelei. Throws a rocket toward the right side. Catch made down inside the 15. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock. And out comes the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this.